Morning all, we're the Lotus Sisters, and we wanted to do a bit of a PSA or an announcement because as of today, Mercury's gone retrograde.
Yeah.
So
what
does that mean?
What does that mean? Right. So we actually have 4 Mercury retrogrades this year. And retrogrades are a really interesting time. They get a bit of a bad rap, particularly Mercury retrograde. Everyone kind of freaks out and says, you know, there's going to be all this havoc and communication mishaps and things like that. But in reality, what retrogrades are about, and particularly Mercury retrograde as well, is a chance to reflect and reassess and rest. A lot of re-words.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if we know it's coming and we know how to navigate it and how to get the best out of it. So yeah, like Colleen said, all the re-words: reflect, review, reassess, rejuvenate, which is super important after the craziness of the silly season. So, and we've been in Capricorn as well, so it's been like go. And now's the time to stop and reflect, which may be enforced upon some of us anyway, given the current restrictions and things like that.
Yeah. So for the next 3 weeks, the aim is to kind of just take a step back. Don't, you know, it's unrealistic. I always think that retrogrades are so important because in Western culture, for instance, we're encouraged to always be functioning at 90% and always be on the go. But it's completely unrealistic, and it's not in tune with our bodies and their natural rhythms or nature. So the retrogrades is like that feminine energy almost. We're pulling back, we're spending time in contemplation, meditation, and we're reassessing things that we may have missed. So when a planet's direct, for instance, which Mercury has been, when it's direct, we sometimes miss those important signs from the universe. So when it goes retrograde, it's that chance for us to catch up and kind of see what we've missed that might be really important.
Yeah, I guess the other thing to mention as well is Mercury's not the only planet that's been in retrograde. We've also had Venus in retrograde, which is all about relationships essentially. So whatever planet it is, we're reassessing those things. So when Mercury goes retrograde, we're looking at, because Mercury rules communication, technology, it also rules the mind. Mercury is the mind. Whereas Venus is more about abundance and relationships. So they're all the things we're reassessing at the moment at the start of 2022, which is really important for our goals moving forward. So I guess it's an invitation from the universe to take stock, to rest. If you've been feeling a little unmotivated or a bit kind of like blah, or just fatigued, you know, you just honor that. You don't have to push against it, because that's when Mercury retrograde gets its bad rap. When we push against it. Essentially what's Mercury? The trickster. So if you try pushing against the trickster will come and get you. So, you know, it's typically a time where emails will go missing, communication goes awry and things like that. So just
your
being
PowerPoint
aware.
won't work. Your Wi-Fi goes down. All of that.
So anything to do with technology and communication can
go awry.
Go awry. So essentially not pushing at the moment for the next 3 weeks, just reassessing and maybe getting an alignment for the year to come. It's always like, don't start anything new. Don't start those new projects over the next 3 weeks. Don't sign contracts.
Just give it a moment. Just pause. And just do the things that you've already got running. So I always think it's a good time to re-look over your admin or something like that. Like just do the stuff that's already rolling that you've kind of neglected.
Dot your I's, cross your T's.
Over the next 3 weeks, that's what's important. It's just be mindful of your communication and things like that over the next 3 weeks as well. And also, if you're in a deep state, if you're reflecting on a lot of your relationships at the moment, and have been for the last, even 6 weeks, that's really in alignment, because Venus has been in retrograde as well. So we have been reassessing a lot of things in our life.
And I think what we mentioned in our last video as well is that we're going into a 6th year, which is all about partnerships. So what partnerships do you want to stay? What's going to stick? What's in alignment? And what's no longer in alignment? It's really good to look at too.
Cool. Thank you for listening. Enjoy Mercury retrograde.
Let's see you on the flip side.
Bye.